Welcome back again. It's your girl Atafa the Press. Well, my people, me here for drop the real news, news, reviews, everything in a one right this or right there, my people. So all me want to know to do is like up the video, share out the video, subscribe to my channel, my people. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Let's get right into it.
A corrupt government cannot liberate the people. If the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also.
A blessed good day to you, my wisdom warriors. Wagwan. I'm back again with another video. Questions are being asked about the responsiveness of local authorities to health emergencies at the nation ports of entry, in particular airports. The concerns come after an elderly man died this week after collapsing at Sangster International Airport in Montego Bay, St. James. As you will hear in this report, his loved ones feel his life may have been saved if the authorities had acted more quickly. My wisdom warriors, family right now questions slow response by medical team.
71-year-old Leroy Smith visited Jamaica to bury his brother. On Wednesday, it was time to return home. His nephew carried him to the Sangster International Airport, but in a shocking turn of events, Mr. Smith collapsed near the check-in area. A representative from the airport then contacted his niece. She was told,
Mr. Smith had an accident and we need our family to come back to the airport. I asked what's happening. The person said she was unable to give me much information over the phone at the time and that Mr. Smith had an accident. All she can say is that he had an accident and he's on the floor.
She hung up and alerted the nephew, who transported Mr. Smith to the airport. When she called back the representative, she heard,
he is still on the floor and he's unconscious and they're going to perform CPR. All right. So I said, do you have an ambulance to rush him to the hospital? She said, the ambulance is on the way.
Distressed, she made repeated calls for some 20 to 35 minutes. Still,
all I'm hearing is they're doing CPR and ambulance is on the way. And to the point where I'm like, are you telling me that there is nothing else that can be done? He's just on the floor like that?
Approaching 40 minutes, she called again, eager for an update. The update left her perplexed.
She said, I cannot disclose anything. We were doing CPR. They were doing CPR on him. And now they cover him up. Miss, what do you mean them cover him up? What that mean? Did he die?
Sadly, he did. MBJ Airports Limited released a statement 2 days later saying the airport staff were alerted to a passenger in medical distress. It says emergency response protocols were immediately activated, with on-site medical personnel arriving within minutes. The airport said during that time, an ambulance was also called to the scene. The release doesn't say if or what time the ambulance would have arrived.
My wisdom warriors, honestly, the reason why me always come out and blast Christopher Tufton door. You must see the reason why me always come out and I blast them and blast Andrew. Andrew take how much millions of dollars, billions of dollars spent on security forces, millions of dollars on buses, and nothing for the people them health. You can't imagine that? And when me hear the dirty kin labor right them come out, Andrew are the best prime minister, me have to blaze them too. Because any day them drop in a that the same problem there. Then we find out if Andrew Owners are the best prime minister. So when you hear me come out all the time and I talk about they don't care about we health, this is the whole reason. Because they spend so much money on bus and no ambulance no there in the country. Whatless man. Prime Minister and Minister whatless.
Transport Minister Darrell Vaz says he's seen this viral video from a passenger detailing the incident.
The nurse was saying if they can't get the ambulance, then they'll get the taxi. Miss, get the taxi. I'll pay the money for him. I'll pay the taxi. Get the taxi.
We contacted the woman afterwards. She says they were alone with the man for quite some time and that blood was running from his nose.
My wisdom warriors, wanna hear what the eyewitness say? On a year where the eyewitness say they were with him for quite some time. Blood running from his nose. And then you have Daryl Vaz come out and chat about, oh, them I go check camera and check. I go on like, uno good and uno fast. Me have to really laugh. We all know how, you see, the fittest survive in Jamaica. The fittest survive in Jamaica, my wisdom warriors. They know so they don't have ambulance. Them know they don't have ambulance in Jamaica. They don't have ambulance. Me always, know say me a one of them blacker there. We always lick out against them. Me lick out wicked against Christopher Tufton when it come to healthcare system. Me always say they don't have no resources. Me always say they need ambulance. Ambulance are what them not have. They get 700 billion. They get too much money from Europe to buy ambulance, to buy equipment, and they don't do shit. They don't do nothing. And uno Jamaican people, may I talk to the whole of uno now. Uno just sit down upon the ass and uno knows that the healthcare system is a failure. And nobody go out and protest. And when me talk, uno say me a cuss Jamaican. When me talk to uno say me a cuss Jamaican. I am so hurt with this situation, my wisdom warriors. I am so hurt. Airport, a fall. Airport should have a medical facilities. Right there. Airport. Let me tell you that. Uno know say uno have ambulance for call no ambulance. Uno know say ambulance now go come. That's a number one. If it do come, it go take hours before it even reach. Uno Jamaican workers know that. And I not now hide. So from uno talk about taxi, put him on a taxi. Quick and fast. Wanna have the man there do. Wanna have the what can a nurse do? Seriously, the nurse can't do nothing. The man is and what can the nurse do really? What can the nurse do? The nurse can't do nothing. The nurse can't do nothing, you my wisdom warriors. He need to reach to a facility. He need to go to a hospital. And uno just dead there. Uno don't do nothing. The lady say they were with him for quite some time. Uno hear what the lady say? And blood a run from him nose. Listen, let me tell you now. Everybody in the diaspora. Just know so when you go to Jamaica, you bring your own doctor and nurse with you. It's no goose go cook. You think a joke? If you are a celebrity, God help you. Hear more.
The nurse that come, which was about I would say 20 minutes to half an hour after he fell. The nurse had come and she started to do whatever she needed to do.
Mr. Vaz has since requested a full report on the incident.
My report will be able to speak specifically to what happened because there are cameras there, CCTV cameras, and therefore everything should be to the second in relation from when the incident happened to when he was removed.
Mr.
My wisdom warriors, I'm lost upon this. Why is Daryl Vaz talking about this? Why is Daryl Vaz coming out? Daryl Vaz, the Minister of Energy. So why is he coming out talking about this? Where is Christopher Tufton? Where is Christopher Tufton? Christopher Tufton is the one that's supposed to come out and talk about this. Where is he? Because anytime there's problem, he is nowhere to be found. He always go for the coolie girl. So why Daryl Vaz talk about cameras and it? Listen, uno know say uno don't spend in the healthcare system and I not now hide. Every single day Andrew Honest come out and spend on security and spend on bus. So him say a bus him spend on. I do not know. Because as far as me know, my wisdom warriors are stakeholders and investors investing at them the bus there. As far as I know. The way how Andrew Honest putting effort into the security forces and into the buses them. Me always telling us I wish him do the same for the healthcare. I wish. I'm telling you, say, health come before wealth. Health come before everything else, my wisdom warriors. If you don't have good health, how can your life improve if you don't have good health? You understand what I mean? So, in order to have good health, what you have to do is get everything in place. Prepare, implement things. Make sure so you have the right resources, the right equipment. Come on. And they're not doing, they're not even turn them head sideways. They're not even a glimpse. They're not even a glimpse on the healthcare. These people don't care about the healthcare, my wisdom warriors. They take 700 billion and use it do what? I do not know. Because Auditor General can't see any records with the money and how it's spent.
Vaz added that MBJ Airport has a contractual arrangement with Hospital in relation to medical services, which includes ambulances.
My understanding when I asked is that they have access to up to 7 ambulances.
Who believe this, my wisdom warriors? Them have access to 7 ambulance. Hey, on a pop Tory gimme. The rivers, who believe you? Because me a one person who believe you, Papa. Who believe that Jamaica, they have access to 7 ambulance. So come tell me, what did happen? 5 of them now work. And what else happen? And the other 2 brought down. Can remember see the same thing on do when it come to the oxygen. I did the same problem. How much now work and the rest brought down. On a real joker, in our life. On a real joker. But so sometimes I have to blame some of the Jamaican people them. I have to blame some of them. Some people don't want me to talk, but I have to talk. You need to come out. You Jamaican people, you need to come out. This is not about PNP and JLP. Me telling you all the time. This is about us Jamaicans. Come out, rise up and protest. Protest. You know when me ready, me start all upon the nurse them. Because I say the nurses and doctor know so they not get the equipment to work with. But every day they cock up in a hospital and know so they not have equipment. You understand? And them no come out and demonstrate. You know so me blast them too. So, Jamaican people, these are the things that me tell you when me notice with Jamaican people. They don't care until when it happen to them. Them not care until when it happen to them. And that me realize with Jamaican people. Well, if a son want it, and that go happen. And nothing not go change. Nothing not go change. Because guess what? Andrew Holness and Christopher Tufton know say a lot of Jamaican people just laid back. You know? They are so relaxed with everything. They can do as they like, do as they please, and Jamaican people jump up same way for them. 700 billion they get for spending at the healthcare. And all no, Auditor General can't see where the money go. There's no records. And I am so caught up about this, my wisdom warriors. Me I tell you no, I am so caught up about this. The nurse come there. What can the nurse really do? No, really, may I ask? More and put the person in a recovery position. That's it, really. That's it. And if them are going to do CPR, then do CPR. But like, come on. From the person now, a blood a run through his nose. Come on. This is an emergency. This is an urgent situation. Urgent situation, my wisdom warriors. You understand me? It is very sad. It is very sad. This is a sad situation. And, nobody is like, oh my God. Jamaican people are too laid back. Too laid back. Let me tell you no, not because it happened to you. That means that you not get up. If it happened to one person, it happened to all of us. We need to come together, unite, and go out and protest. But no matter how me say it, you probably say, oh, me torment, and me if you come lead it. Because some people come in and say, me if you can't lead it. Boy, I don't know what else to tell you in Jamaica. I swear. You don't have to know still. But the only thing, the fittest are the fittest are going to survive in Jamaica. Remember, because Andrew don't give a shit about Jamaican people health. You notice where Andrew want to spend the money? In the buses them, according to him. Yeah, and in a security, especially the security. I say, why this man? Look how much buses in buy. And we need ambulance. And we need fire truck. When people place a bun down, yeah, come on. When they not even fire truck figure the people, then figure out the fire. So me always speak up for the fireman them. The fireman, they need some fire truck. They need equipment. Come on. Andrew Holness. No matter what you do in a Jamaica, you see, if the healthcare is not booming, the country is a failure. Let me tell you that. Any country you go, if the healthcare is not on point, that country is a failure. I'm going to forever say it. Remember me telling you, because health come first. Health come before security. Health come before buses. Come on. Health come because all of them soldiers they way you have a run up and down them zozo there. If them not healthy, how them going to work? All of them buses there. If your driver them not healthy, how them a go drive the bus? Come on. Jano, this pain me heart, my wisdom warriors. You know what, my wisdom warriors? The eyewitness, she came back out and she was talking and explaining everything that happened. So just take in this.
The man stayed right there on the floor and died. The man died on the floor. He died. My God. Hi, everyone. This is not something that I normally do. As a matter of fact, I've never done it before. But I believe that there is a need to do this today. I'm doing this. I'm live at this Sangsters International Airport on my way back home to America, taking flight JetBlue. So we arrived at the airport just about 11 o'clock there. A gentleman was behind me, one of the agents, speaking to another man. But I didn't pay them much attention, but I know they were talking. And then I just heard like somebody fell. I looked behind me. It was the passenger, an elderly man that fell. Blood was coming, I think, from his nose. And the agent who he was talking to, who had just stepped off for a little, just turned his back, turned around, and took up his head and tried to clear his passages. And I was saying, somebody call 911 or 119, whatever the case is. And I was saying to him, give him CPR. But he said to me, he's breathing. He's breathing, and for truth, he was breathing and doing a little bit of shuffling, slight shuffling. So when I saw a lot of blood coming from his head, I couldn't see the wound, but the blood was on the floor on his head. So I went into his bag. I saw his passport. No, his passport was on the ground beside him. So I took it up, put it in his bag. I looked at his bag and I saw his name, the name tag on the bag. So I could say what his name was. And then I was saying to the gentleman, we were there conversing, and I said, somebody call help. So in the meantime, I guess somebody was making a call. Somebody did say that they called whatever. I think they said operations or something. Right? And while they were there, nobody, and it took about between 20 minutes and half an hour for a lone nurse to come by.
For a nurse to come to this man, it takes 20 minutes to half an hour? Really? Really? Jano.
Right? And while the man was there, while the young guy was there with him, trying to keep his head up and all of that, I went into his bag and I saw a roll of tissue. And I gave him the roll of tissue, the entire roll, and tell him to press it on the wound. Try to press it on the wound on the head. Anyways, the nurse finally came and she said she was checking his oxygen, in the meantime, I took out his phone. I got his phone and was searching his phone to see if I could find a number, a recent number. And we were making calls using our phone. And because we couldn't place any calls on his phone. And then the JetBlue lady came and she took his phone and she went on the phone. Myself and her, we were going through what to find a number that we think we could call. So she called the number. While she was calling the number, another gentleman who came, I don't know who he represents, but he's with the airport. He's with the airport, he had on one of those vests. And he was saying, because we got through to the person on the phone, and the lady was telling him that, the customer, I won't say his name, the passenger, he collapsed, and he's at the airport. So she said she was trying to get somebody, He was there now telling us to tell him, or telling the JetBlue lady to tell the person on the phone that the single ambulance that is at Cornwall Regional is not available. And for them to call a private ambulance, the person on the phone has to approve the payment of $400. They have to confirm that it's okay for them to call the ambulance and noting the payment of $400. So I said, we have to wait for them to do that to get help for the man. The man need help. The man, I saw the man gap. I never see somebody gap, or what they call it, catch breath, in my entire life. First time I'm seeing that, right? And the man was gapping, right? And the man was saying, so I said, why you need to tell them that? Why you need to get $400 or to confirm that then we pay $400 before you call that? You understand? So that is stupid. So the nurse was saying, if they can't get the ambulance, then they'll get the taxi. Miss, get the taxi. I'll pay the money for him. I'll pay the taxi. Get the taxi. You understand? So they tried to let me know that it's protocol, and they have to get approval from the family member to call the ambulance, to call the private ambulance, which will cost $400.
You hear all of them slackness, you know, my wisdom warriors. You hear all them bullshit, you know. You hear all them something, you know. Tell me if Christopher Tufton and them protocols what them have. Tell me if this man not lift up from out of House of Parliament. Tell me, my wisdom warriors. Before the man can get help, can get a private ambulance for come for him, family have to pay $400. Your sister Jamaica not safe. Me telling you all the while. Don't listen to Andrew Holness and his stupidity. Don't listen to Christopher Tufton because they don't care about the healthcare system. They don't care about the healthcare system. Oh my God, 400. Everything is private in Jamaica. Everything. Then take the money and put it in private sector. Private. Nothing for the public hospital them. Nothing. My wisdom warriors, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I first me ever hear something like that. Jamaica, you see what is going on? You don't care about your health. You see what is going on in Jamaica? This is not right. And then that's why me have to cuss out some of the labor right them, you know. Because the way how me see them a cheer for Christopher Tufton. Yes, Minister, you're so good. I'm so sorry. When he in at the hospital, lay down. Oh, this, oh, that. Like, come on. This man drop blood that come from him nose. And have to approve. It is protocol. Change that stupid protocol. That stupid protocol need to be changed. Me can't even blame the nurse. But what the nurse should do, I just use her own initiative and just do the right thing. That's why I don't understand how somehow say a nurse. But really not have no care in the world either, you know. No for uno. No for uno not have the care in the world either. Because if you have to go through all of that, the first thing me I go do, my wisdom warriors, yeah, the worst if me know so they not have ambulance, the first thing me I go do, I get a taxi. The first thing me I go do, I get a taxi. You understand me? The first thing. It is not right. The man lose him life because a 400 US.
Man at the airport waiting and ready to go back to America, taking JetBlue, right? And he would have paid his fare to go on the flight. So I'm saying, could not JetBlue or even the airport take that cost? They have to depend or they have to wait until a family member says that it's okay to go ahead and call the ambulance. Mark the man came to the airport, whoever got him there left him, an elderly man. Understand? And I'm saying, come on, man, that is how we do things here. Because people are going to talk about you have to get approval to call an ambulance. Look how many people travel in the airport daily. Hundreds of thousands of people travel through the airport daily. And we don't have nothing in place for things like this. We don't have nothing in place for things like this. It just made me wonder if it was a white person, if it would have been the same treatment. I'm thinking this could happen to anybody. It could happen to me. It could happen to anybody at all. Right? You're gonna just sit there and die It takes so long to make a decision when people's life is dependent on it. We have to do better. Jamaica, JetBlue, I'm calling you out on this one because you should have been there for the man. You shouldn't be asking that question. He was your passenger and him at the airport and he was talking to an agent, right? Getting whatever information he needed to get on the plane to check in, and he collapsed right there. All of that come talk about. We have to get approval from the family to call an ambulance to pay $400 first to find out how, if they're gonna pay $400 before. Man, this is one of the worst experiences I've ever had in my entire worst experience I've ever had in my entire life. You know, I'm calling out whoever is in charge of stuff like these, man. They need to do better. There should be an area in the airport to reach people. One ambulance, the Cornwall Regional Hospital, one ambulance, and because it is not available, a private ambulance has to be called, and before it is called, there has to be confirmation, right? Or whatever that the $400, it's okay to call them. We will pay the $400. Oh, Jesus. God help us. God help us.
Jamaica, one thing me I tell you now, uno no see nothing yet. Uno no see nothing yet. Just wait till Andrew Holness go turn Jamaica in a republic. If uno no get him out, uno I go see the front eye hand. Uno thing at the back, at the middle hand uno I go get. Cause them is something ain't right. The man is actually dying. He's unconscious. He's unconscious. And here they're talking about paying $400. Really? For private ambulance. Uno shouldn't be ashamed of yourself. Christopher Tufton. That's why I send out Daryl Vaz to come contact for uno. So Daryl Vaz and him are going to take over the healthcare system. Must. Because if Daryl Vaz are energy man and him attack on the behalf of Christopher Tufton. So it seems like a Daryl Vaz are going to take over healthcare. Because where is Christopher Tufton? Well, you see, the only thing I can say, anytime anybody have a problem about health or with their health or anybody dead and so, one thing me know, Andrew Holness and Christopher Tufton don't care a shit about Jamaican people health. That's all me have to tell you, Jamaica. So, uno must know. Uno want Andrew, uno want Christopher Tufton, uno must know. But uno tell me what you think, my wisdom warriors. And tell me how you feel about it. Put an honest opinion in the comment section. Like up the video, share it out, and subscribe to my channel. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Guys, you can reach me on my WhatsApp, which is 876-236-9097. You can also follow me on TikTok, IG, and on X. Remember to turn your post notification bell on, so as I drop the video them, you get them straight away. All right? Blessings upon blessings. One love.